I would like to announce the beginning of this year's Moot, the Archeo Soup Moot, where every Halloween and also Christmas, New Year as well, but it started off as a Halloween thing. We have a writing competition. And the idea is that you are invited to write a story which will be read in a live stream by myself. And typically, it has a theme and it has a word count. The word count we aim for is 666 words, Michelle.
I made it exactly on that last year, and I still didn't win.
This is
I put
true.
in two stories, one that was a little bit over and one that was exactly
Yeah,
666,
yeah.
and I still didn't win.
No, no. But you're such a winner in the realm of writing already that and incidentally, folks.
36 books published. Sure. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
take that as a win, I guess.
And
What
and
what is your term of success?
and you're about to have a book published as well. Uh, yeah, but anyway, yes. So 666 is where what we aim for. It's seasonal. It's festive for Halloween, but also the theme this year. I've gone with, and this has just come about. I've been inspired by things happening in my day to day life. It's a US phrase, US English. This is where I got it from. It's bait and switch. So the idea that something turns up as one thing, maybe even is sold to you as it were, or the concept is given to you as one thing, and then it's swapped out perhaps at the last second, and somebody loses out in that scenario. I'm intrigued to see what people will do with that. Previously, for example, we've had baffled as a theme. Baffled, I think was it last year's theme? I think where this idea,
Yes.
obviously within archaeological news, the word baffled is often used. But I'm curious about this idea of essentially transformation, but also with that kind of, that kind of devious angle to it. Could be fun. So I guess the only thing that remains really is a deadline. And looking at it, this year, Halloween 31st is on a Friday. So maybe if we make the deadline the Tuesday of that week. So let's go for the 28th of October. If you can,
Not the Tuesday, the Tuesday.
the Tuesday, yes, Tuesday, Tuesday. We'll go for that. And if you can email your stories in to Archeosoap. That poor bloke over at Archeosoap is going to get all these weird notes. Archeosoup@gmail.com, and they'll give me time just to have a bit of a read of them and come to some conclusions over. Well, winning is it's not really about winning. We all win.
Yeah, it is. I want to win. I want the prize.
There can be only one.
I don't think has there been. I don't think there's ever been a prize. But I
The
guess
prize is my own self-worth.
okay, okay. We can give you
So
yourself
if
one.
you want self-worth, kids, enter the Arcade Soup
Yeah, yeah,
Halloween Moot writing competition.
yeah.
I have to say, it's probably as somebody who notoriously hates writing groups, the quality that comes out of this competition is always tip top, really good.
Yeah, I never quite know how many entries we're going to get, but sometimes someone will sort of pop in who follows Arceusoup in not just on the YouTube channel but in other forms, and we'll just have an idea and want to submit a story. But also we have a few people who've submitted every year now from the beginning, and also actually you can, folks at home, you can go to the archeosoup.com website, and actually all of the previous stories are now there in a tab to be read, the Halloween and also the Christmas festive ones as well, Christmas, New Year. So yeah, I enjoy this. It's one of the things that I look forward to at this time of year. That and of course decorating my office, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Yeah, bait and switch. Do you have any ideas yet?
Of what I'm going to write?
Yeah.
Now, does it have to be bait and switch for an archaeological artifact?
Yeah, I mean,
Because there's so many bait and switches that you could do.
yeah,
I mean, just because bait and switch, as Mark said, is an Americanism, but it
mm,
did come from an academic writer.
mm,
But same thing with well, you could think, or are we? We could do something like catfish, which obviously the phrase comes from the movie. It doesn't come from
hmm hmm
a fictitious story about catfishes
hmm
being used for making other fishes lively. That's completely made up.
yeah.
But I if it, you have to give me some kind of idea if it's going to be an archaeological sort of thing.
Well, yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, that's the spirit of the. I nearly said competition. That's the spirit of the moot.
It's always a competition,
Is
Mark. It's always a competition.
is that it's to do with history and archaeology stuff. So if you can make it relevant to that, or culture, of course, the cultural sphere, as you so often say, yeah. But yeah,
That's the real theme this year
yeah.
is history, archaeology, and the cultural sphere.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, folks, that I guess has been this episode. Oh yes, do yeah, check out. I'll put it on the screen and I'll link below. You can pre-order Michelle's new book. It's what is it? Is it like an Eldritch?
It's
Eldritch Beauty and the
It's an
Beast.
Eldritch werewolf retelling of Beauty and the Beast, where the Beast actually stays the Beast. So if you were as disappointed by Prince Adam as I was, and I know you were, because we all
Yeah, we all
were,
are. Yeah.
because we all. Also, I mean, Mark's going to clip this because let's talk about why we're disappointed about Prince Adam. But in general, like the math in Beauty and the Beast ain't mathin',
hmm
because the original premise is that the rose that he gets, the whole point is that the witch gives him the rose. Obviously, this is not the original story, Beauty and the Beast. That's from 1740,
hmm
and it is very unhinged. The original story is really mental, and it just keeps going on because it was serialized, and so they didn't she didn't know, Gabrielle who wrote it, she didn't really know how to I guess end it, so she just kept going.
Disney ended it.
Yeah, well, so she didn't know how to end it. So she's like, "Oh, but Belle's dad is not really her dad." And then and then she's got some things with her cousins. And then, oh wait, the beast is really her cousin. And there's an evil fairy. And then the evil fairy is trying to trick her. Like it just keeps going on and on and on.
hmm
And a lot of the story is just completely unhinged. But if you think about the math in the original Beauty and the Beast,
hmm
the story is that he receives the rose from the witch.
hmm
It says that you will be cursed until your 21st year.
Yeah.
Okay? So cursed until your 21st year. So when Belle gets there, the rose is starting to fall apart, right? And so therefore it's assumed that the beast at that time is 21. However, then Lumiere says, for 10 years we've been rusting.
Yeah.
And you just go, wait a minute. So how old is Chip?
Hmm.
Chip must be, if he's like 8. So that means that all of you guys have been frozen in time for 10 years,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
hmm
Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense.
hmm
But then but then when Prince Adam gets turned back into a human, you just go, wait a minute. If it's been 10 years, he should be 11 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, there are some people who try to make excuses and say, oh, he's very much like the rose. The rose is the only thing that is actually not stuck in time. And so he obviously has some where he's not stuck in time, but everybody else is.
hmm
No, the math ain't mathin'. They didn't think about it, and that's just it. And so obviously we were all very disappointed. There's a really interesting picture I think somebody on Tumblr did of what the beast should have looked like
hmm
in his human form, and that is the hill we will
Of course,
all die on.
of course, it's on Tumblr. Of course, it's
I
on Tumblr.
thought, okay, I think it was, I think, because that's where I saw the original post. I'm not sure where it was from, but it is of him having very, very nice long hair, very big beard, nice bent nose, and just having his very broad. It's just kind of weird that suddenly he became a prince and now he's not tall and hasn't gone to the gym. Like it's just kind of strange
Yeah,
that they
and the
completely got rid
face
of any aspect. Yeah, and the fit, no,
just
the face just
it
didn't
looks
fit.
weird,
Is
even
weird.
in the transformation. And I do believe, I think there are a couple of explanations for that. One of them being the schedule upon which that section was animated. In that sense, I think they knew it looked weird.
It's still beautifully done. It's just that I think we were all
Well,
disappointed by the fact that he looks like Dollar Store Fabio,
yeah,
and
no, he does.
you
Yeah,
wanted him you fall in love with this big gruff guy and you wanted him to be a big gruff guy, and then suddenly even Belle's disappointed
Yeah.
when he comes in. She goes, and then she starts touching his hair and goes,
Yeah. Yeah.
"Is it you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like,
Blonde.
"It is you."
Yeah.
And then her brain kicks in and goes, "He's a prince. Just fucking
Yeah.
get
Just deal with it. Yeah.
him."
But
Yeah,
also,
her brain kicks in.
the castle.
Oh, the best.
It goes from being mysterious and gothic with a massive library, incredible, to being this sort of Barbie playhouse with pink roofs and things. Ugh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was disappointed. So for everybody
Disney.
who was upset that the Beast didn't stay the Beast, I've also seen a wonderful post of people saying, "Hey, I want to see a book where Belle takes the Beast back to the witch and goes, 'Can you change it back?'"
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so this is essentially it's a werewolf, eldritch werewolf, Beauty and the Beast retelling where the Beast stays the Beast.
yeah.
So I hope you like it.
It's what we all need. It's yeah,
It nourishes that very sad part of myself and my childhood where we all were like, "Yay, they're together," and then he
like,
changes, and you go,
oh,
"Oh."
mm,
The deflated expectation
yeah.
of
But
what we tested.
then you remember that Belle has her library, and that's better.
I have a question though, because were all those books people? Because everything in the house, I mean, other things in the house are
Oh
people.
yeah, yeah. Even the furniture's people. So, oh dear. Okay.
I'm assuming that not all of them, but I'm assuming some of them might be.
Yeah. So now
Because I
she
remember
might.
because it's literally at the end of the movie,
Hmm,
the end of he has like hundreds of people around him at the wedding.
yeah. Yeah.
So some of them might have been people. So
So
some
she
of
might
those
have
books
lost
might
some
have
of her
been
books.
people.
Yeah. That's the
See?
tragedy. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No good.
Yeah.
With that in mind, thank you so much for watching, guys. Do, as I say, check out the relevant links below and if you're interested in that story. Do comment below if there's any other stories or news stories that you'd like us to comment on or bring to into an episode of Archaeo Scoop. And also, finally, do again check out the GIFs that we're making that on Tenor, but on the app of your choice for the most part. You can search for Archaeo Scoop in the GIF bar, and you'll come up. You'll find a range of animations, including most recently, I would follow someone home for a hobnob.
My favorite is still
Yeah,
I and the teachable
yeah,
moments.
with each one moment. Exactly. Right. Bye bye.